Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be testing out the BH Cosmetics foundation that I showed you in my BH Cosmetics haul. I will link that down below if you're interested. So this is their BH Liquid Foundation Naturally Flawless. Alright, so I do have the shade 211 Toasted Almond. Now I did swatch this and it does look a little bit light for me, so I do plan on adding some darkening drops. These are the Catrice Prime and Fine Makeup Transforming Darkening Drops. I love this so much, and this does not alter anything about the foundation except for the color, so this will have no impact on how this foundation wears. I promise. I've tested this with a bunch of stuff and it really is so good. So a couple claims about this foundation before we jump on in. So it says, get skin pampering benefits and a radiant complexion with our new and improved BH Liquid Foundation reformulated with the addition of hyaluronic acid. I love products that have hyaluronic acid because it really wakes up your skin, plumps it up, and has it look so gorgeous. It helps keep skin hydrated and younger looking. It provides lightweight, medium to full coverage with a natural satin finish, and it comes in 18 shades. That's a lot. Also, this is vegan, cruelty-free, and dermatologist tested. So 18 shades, that's amazing. Lots of a shade range there. And so what I'm going to do is go ahead and go right on in with my beauty sponge. That is the Morphe Beauty Sponge. And I'll show you, I'm going to take 3 pumps because that's normally what I do. And I will just do a slight swatch. Yeah, I don't know. Do you think that'll work? It just looks a little light, but it might not be. But the thing is, it looks a little beige. I'm going to deepen it up just a little bit. So I'm going to do 1 drop of this because generally things might kind of sort of look like they're going to work, but they don't. So anyways, I'm just going to blend this together. So it's definitely a thicker formula. You can see it wasn't runny at all. See, like, that's better. We're getting somewhere. So that was just 1 drop of that. You can see what a difference in color that made. But yeah, this is definitely a thicker foundation. So I'm going to put the excess right here. I have already primed my skin, so I'm ready to just go on in. So here we go. No smell. Now this foundation, if you remember, said that it's got lightweight, medium to full buildable coverage. This is extremely lightweight. This is almost like a BB cream. You can still see my skin and all of the issues going on in my skin underneath this. Yeah, so I don't know where they got medium coverage on this, and it doesn't look bad. It's not medium coverage, and it's definitely got that satin finish. You can see, like, it's just a little bit shiny, a little bit healthy looking, which it did say that it was, so that's fine. But okay, so I'm going in with a second layer on some of these problematic areas for me, which are cheeks. It looks so white on camera, oh my god. So this side has 2 layers and this side only has the 1. I don't know if you can see on camera. Oh, it's so shiny. But there's still so much peeking through, and this side definitely looks a bit more covered, but it's nowhere near full coverage. But I will say that it is a buildable to medium coverage foundation. Wow. Okay guys, so this is the foundation on. It's pretty white. I was able to get it to build up a bit more in some spots. I can definitely tell that I've got something on my face. And it doesn't feel super heavy or anything, but you can feel this on your face. The color is definitely too light for me. I could have deepened it up a little bit more, but I mean, it's blending out fine. You can see it's definitely got that satin finish. It's got a bit of a glow to it. It's nowhere near matte, but it's not luminous either. So what I'm going to do right now is go ahead and finish up the rest of my face off camera, and I will come on back, let you know how everything went on, and then I'll wear this throughout the day and do a final check-in at night. Okay guys, so this is the foundation fully on. I've got to say the entire time that I was doing my makeup, I felt like taking it all off and kind of dismissing this foundation. I wasn't a fan of how it was looking, but now that everything is on, and which is always like the biggest point here, always just keep going, get to the end and see what happens. I'm glad I kept it on. I actually think it looks really, really good. It definitely is that satin finish. It's got a bit of a glow to it. It's got that healthy look, but it's not luminous and it's not dewy. It's not over the top. It just looks very fresh and good. It does feel like I've got something on my face, but it's not too heavy. This actually reminds me a lot of the Sonia Kashuk Satin Matte Finish. This one looks so good on the skin right now. In person, my under eyes are looking really good. They're not extra creased. I had some issues putting on my bronzer. Now, even though I do set everything first before I go in with bronzer, I was having some issues blending it out and having it show up. So keep that in mind. That was kind of a struggle for me. My concealer and everything else though is looking pretty good. So right now I'm liking it. I'm not loving it, but I think it's a good foundation. I am excited to see how it wears throughout the day. So I will be doing another check-in at the end of the night. And I just quickly want to mention, if you are interested at all in seeing my full foundation routine, I did just post a video. I'll link down below for you. So as of right now, again, this foundation, it looks really, really good. I don't know, I'm kind of a little bit nervous that I'm going to get oily throughout the day. I just feel like with satin foundations that tends to happen. So we'll see how bad it gets, if it even gets bad at all. Maybe I'm just being super negative, I don't know. But yeah, so that's just where we're at right now. I will go ahead and do another check-in in a little bit. Hey guys, welcome back. So it is about 7:30 right now, and I wanted to film an update for you because I'm starting to look not very good. This foundation lasted for about 6 hours looking fine, and in the last half hour or so I've really started to go downhill. You can see I'm definitely shiny, but it's still that satin finish. It's not necessarily excess oil. There's a little bit kind of around my nose, but everywhere else is really just the satin finish on this. So if you like that, you're definitely gonna love this foundation. I think that I needed to use a foundation primer with a bit more hold, a bit more stick, in order for certain things to not be happening on here, like all here on my nose. I've definitely got a ton of separation. A bunch of it has rubbed off, and of course that is because, you know, I sit like this and playing and whatnot. You have stuff touching your face down here, but with other foundations I don't have so much of it lifting like this one, so that is something to keep in mind. Also, all by my nose, it has come off so much, and I'll actually just show you. I'll get all up in here. I can just easily like wipe all of that off. I'm just gonna kind of get all up in here. My lights are so bright to be this close, but I'm hoping you can kind of see issues that I'm having. This is where I just wiped, like, you can just literally wipe this off. Again, you know, it is that satin finish, so it's not meant to stick, stay, hold all day long. It's meant to give you that nice luminosity, but I mean, it just like wipes right off. Even though I did set this with a powder. Also, you can tell that like all of my blush and all of my bronzer on my cheeks are pretty much gone. Like, I had an issue putting them on in the first place, and they're definitely not lasting. It's lasted more up here, but you have to remember that right on your forehead, you don't necessarily, or I don't necessarily get oily. I also don't touch it up there. So that's got way more stick hold power than anywhere else. And you can see like my chin, just all the natural separation that's happened over the course of 6 hours. Oh, and also like my under eye creasing has been getting so much worse. Like every half hour that passes, I'm like, I've got a new line under there. So I would recommend not putting this anywhere near your under eyes, maybe stopping about here and then just going in with concealer right underneath that. That should fix that issue. So it's definitely a foundation that needs a really super sticky, super stick power primer. in order for it to last all day long. Overall though, I actually really do like this foundation. I think that it gave me a really nice luminous kind of satin finish. It was wearing decently well. I think that, again, I just need to use a different primer with it and not expect it to last for more than maybe 5 hours or so. So this would be actually a really good foundation to use if you just want to throw it on and go do some errands, or kind of just run around, do something for a very short period of time. You're going to look really nice. You're going to look beaming. You're going to look very healthy. So as far as all of those claims about the foundation, it really is. Alright guys, so that'll be the end of today's video. I really hope you enjoyed watching, and I'll see you next time.